Guys, Chelsea took care of business today. They stumped their feet on our head tops. I got a lot to say, man. I got my thoughts on Araujo. I got my thoughts on Ferran Torres. And I got my thoughts on Koundé and the whole team. But before I do that, I have to be honest with this channel, and I have to be honest with this team. I don't want the fact that what Araujo did to steal away from this horrible performance today. We cannot compete like this. We cannot expect to compete when we're playing like this against Chelsea, who, let's be honest, they're not even the best Chelsea side. They are good, but they haven't been perfect. They have not been unbeatable. They won 2-0 against Burnley, and these Barca team, even the team currently, the squad that we had, we can compete with them. But we don't have the mental toughness, we don't have the physicality, and we don't have the intensity to play against teams like this, especially in the Prem. They were unbelievable. Give them credit. But not only we lost this game, not only we were in shambles in this game, but we had to give them Estevão, right? Their new rising star. A banger like that. And what a baller he is, man. This is not against him at all. This is against my team. But Estevão, he was unbelievable in that goal. What a strike. He reminded me of Lamine Yamal's goal against Real Madrid, where he said, they don't think I can shoot with my right. Who remembers that? And he got those racism chants or whatever. I'm not calling out Madrid. I'm just saying that was an absolute banger. If I said back then that was an unbelievable goal by Lamine Yamal, I have to say the same thing for Estevão, who, by the way, he's probably my breakthrough player in the World Cup in 2026. You know how there's always a breakthrough player in every World Cup? Then that is going to be Estevão. That is the story of this game in a way. Now let me get to Araujo. Araujo. The sooner we move on from him, the sooner we will be free as a club. I've had enough. And those who really know me, those of you who truly, truly know me, those will know that I've been on Araujo's camp. I even said this season he's playing well. I even said this season he has been okay, for the exception of the Sevilla games. Scratch all that. Araujo, do not let him go back in the plane. Araujo, do not get on the plane. Let him fly, coach. I'm sorry, let him fly Spirit. Fly United. American Airlines. Fly in the middle seat where your knees are touching you, rubbing it up against your body the whole trip from London to Barcelona. I am done. That's it. I'm always trying to be supportive of the players, and I'm not going to have the whole Araujo situation anymore. He was in skates against the USA players. The USA national team put you on skates. And then you do this, you went and complained because Lamine Yamal was on the ground and we didn't get a call because we're being soft. You complain about that, you got a yellow, and knowing that you have a yellow, the game is 1-0, and all of a sudden, you take it upon yourself to literally ruin the whole game plan of the whole game by sliding like that. And Cucurella is very quick. He's a very fast, very twitchy player. And he mistimed it. And it just inexcusable. It's criminal. But you know what else is criminal? I'll give you that. We didn't compete in this. We didn't lose this game because of that play. That's what I want to make myself clear. We did not lose this game because of that play on Araujo. What that play did is it took the chance to compete. After we did that, we could not compete against Chelsea. They're too good. They're too fast. They're too physical. We cannot compete. We were barely scratching the surface, competing against them 11 on 11 players. They were finishing every single chance, whether that was going right off the goal, whether they was going to corner kicks, or they was literally just getting blocked. They were finishing every single chance. This game should have been 6-0. But the moment Araujo did that, it took away the chance to be able to compete. Now let me get to Ferran Torres. This is why I was furious when Laporta and Deco said that they don't need a striker because they have Ferran. You're just looking at the numbers. Ferran Torres will score goals. But when you need him the most, remember against Club Brugge, he missed the sitter in front of the goal? That would have meant that we won that game 4-3, by the way. He's done that his whole career. And then what happened? He scored a goal after that. So it'll make you look and it'll make you think that he's fine, that he's getting goals. So he should be the striker, right? Because he's get the numbers. Sometimes he'll miss 2 out of 3, and sometimes he'll score 2 out of 3, like he did against Bilbao. But when you need him the most, is in the moment when you really need someone to show up in the most hostile environment against one of the toughest teams in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge. And you miss that, bro. You miss from 10 yards. I can put up with the fact that the goalkeeper stopped it. I can put up with the fact that you hit the post. I can put up with the fact, but I cannot put up with the fact that you miss the goal completely. I swear to you on this. I'm a striker myself, a former striker myself. I could ever dreamed of playing professional, right? But I was a pretty good player. I have talent. I had talent back in my days. I played for high school. I was a star. I played for college for 2 years. I was a striker. You don't play in college if you're not at least pretty good, right? So I had my fair share of talent back in my day. I'm telling you this. I swear to you on this. I'm putting that away for Barca in that moment. That is not saying that I'm good. I'm telling you how pathetic Ferran Torres was on that play. And you know what? That swung the game completely. And some people will say, yeah, but you lost 3-1. It's okay, man. Stop being overreactionary. Yeah, okay, look, man. But when you lose 2-1, 3-1, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, sometimes this is a snowball effect. And this is the snowball effect that I'm giving you right now. Ferran misses the sitter earlier in the game. Right after that, it was what to me seemed like a controversial call because they were literally giving Cucurella an onside position on that cross. To me, I still can't believe that it's onside, but because they already disallowed 2 goals on Chelsea for being offside, they literally gave them this one. He makes the cross, it gets in a deflection, and then Koundé tries to clear it away. It goes between his legs, and then by trying to clear in a second time, he ends up kicking the ball towards the net. And Ferran Torres is right there, and it tries to clear it away as Koundé is kicking it, and it goes right in between his legs too. What should have been a goal for Barca, all of a sudden, it's a 1 goal for Chelsea. That's a 2-goal swing. That's the difference in the game. All of a sudden, Araujo piles on. That's another boneheaded mistake. It's still 1-0. Now we can't compete. And guess what? Now Frankie comes into the equation. And he misses a pass, gives it to Estevão, a transition play, 2nd goal for Chelsea. That's all she wrote, baby. We quit. We have 1 man down. It's a 2-0 game. And it's snowball. We were lucky to get out alive 2-0 in this game. This game should have been a humiliation, domination. They were finishing every single play. I lost track of how many disallowed goals they had, by the way. Maybe 2 or 3. But I'm not going to get into player ratings. I'm not going to get into anything else. Don't get me Hansi Flick out. It's not Hansi Flick's fault. But one thing I will say before I end this video is People say, oh, Pedri, that's the basics. And you know what, man? I wish we had those basics against Chelsea today because our midfield got ran through. And Frankie was having his way early in the game. Lamine Yamal also was having his way early in the game. But after 15, 20 minutes, Enzo Maresca, I don't know if he was making adjustments. His team really wasn't really doing much. All they were doing is they were absorbing the pressure. They were just stopping the ball, and they were just throwing long passes to see the mistake. They used the same strategy that the Rayo Vallecano used, the same strategy that Sevilla used, the same strategy that PSG used. The writing is on the wall, man. We're so predictable. We're not good enough to compete in the Champions League like this. We are too predictable. And exactly that they were doing is they were attacking Frankie. They were attacking Eddie Garcia. They both had bad games and pressuring them and losing the ball. And we couldn't string 3-4 passes together. And now they would hit us in transition with long crosses to the wings. The Garnacho dude. Bam Nacho had his way with Koundé. Koundé, you're flying United, bro. You're flying Alaska today. Do not let him back in the plane. Bam Nacho cooked you. Bam Nacho cooked you. Cubarsí, what are you doing on Estevao's goal? You literally so soft on that play. You're leaving him all that kid. What you need is physicality. A physical player, a physical defender is not letting him take that shot ever. This is not good enough. And people are going to call me reactionary. Go ahead, get in the comments. I already said this. This is not the same team as last year. I thought Chelsea did what they needed to do. They scored 3 goals. Okay? I thought they were going to score 2. They scored 3. Hell with it. We had one less man down. This game played exactly as I thought it would, with the exception of our attack was non-existent. We could not attack. Cucurella was having issues at the beginning of the game and slowly but surely neutralized Lamine Yamal at the end of the game. By the end of the game, Lamine Yamal was non-existent. And to be honest with you, we don't have a way to compete with Chelsea, not in this game, especially not with 11, not with 10. And it really sucks that we couldn't get a full match of 11 on 11 thanks to freaking Araujo. But Ferran Torres, you're flying Spirit, bro. Koundé, you're flying United, bro. Araujo, I wish nobody sold you a plane ticket and you have to drive back to Barcelona. The sooner we realize that Araujo needs to go, the sooner we will be free in the Champions League. It happened against PSG. It happened against Inter Milan, and it happened again today, and it will keep happening and again and again and again and again. Today, we were so bad in so many angles, and give Chelsea credit. I guess they're marking their best player to be James. I didn't think James had the best game. He had an assist today. I thought their best player was literally Ronald Araújo. Ronald Araújo was the best player on the pitch for Chelsea today. Nah, man. I guess Estevão, give them credit. I don't even know where to go from this loss, man. We just have to burn the tape, what they say in the NFL. When you have a bad game, just burn the tape and start all over again. Balde was bad. Cubarsí was bad. Koundé was horrible. Araujo, don't get me started. De Jong was bad. Eddie Garcia was not good enough. Fermin. See, we just couldn't keep up with the physical. They were too physical. And same thing that happened with Madrid. We just got out physical and we just didn't have we're so predictable like that. Ferran, dude. We cannot afford to miss that chance at the Stamford Bridge, bro. Lewandowski was okay in the first half, holding the ball, coming back, tracking back, trying to connect, trying to link up play with the midfield, but it is what it is, man. They were better in every phase. They give them credit. They had an unbelievable game. They were finishing up every single chance they had. They looked like the better team. And we can say we don't have Pedri and Rafinha, but they didn't have Cole Palmer either. So at the end of the day, it evens out. But one thing I will say, and I'll end with this. Barca Nation. Even after how bad today looked, 3-0, right? We beat ourselves. if we can play mental toughness, leave Araujo out of my club. Because if we had Pedri today, we would have had Eddie Garcia. I have no doubt in my mind. We would have had Eddie Garcia in the backfield. So, look, if we have a full healthy team, this team will be back. Because we have one of the easiest schedules remaining in the UCL. And we are going back at the Camp Nou. So, 5 letters for you guys. RELAX. Relax. We will be in the knockout stages. And when we're there, if we peak at the right time, if we can play better than this, if we can actually compete and play with intensity, then we can be a force to be reckoned with. And I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but at least compete. Today, we did not compete. It's not about losing. People call me crazy when I pick the draw and call me negative and call me toxic. Who is the clown now? It's what I'm going to say. Because I'm trying to be objective and reading the game. How good would a draw look right now for those people who didn't want to accept a draw? And one thing I will say, though, is we will be in the knockout stages and we will be playing at the Camp Nou. And our team will be back and Pedri will be back very soon. And guys, RELAX. Guys, thank you for watching until the end of this video. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, be part of this community, and always leave me in the comments what were you most frustrated about. And guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video.